Hello. I thought I'm going to be so nice and cute and say hi, and I forgot to turn on the microphone. Ugh. Welcome in, Spike. How are you today? How is everything going for you? Thank you so much for being the first one. I don't know what that is, to be honest. It's just music on one of my favorite platforms, SoundCloud. It's royally free music, so I'm not choosing what I'm playing. Oh, okay, thank you very much. Then yes, it is me. It is me over here. Yes. How are you doing today? How is everything? How is your week? Yesterday I did not stream because I had to sleep. I'm still trying to set up my schedule. So I've missed you a lot, guys, and whoever else is here. But I hope it's going well. Quick news about the Ukrainian part of the world. It is extremely dangerous over there right now after that spiderweb mission that Ukrainians did on the Russian territory. I'm still extremely proud of them for that, but it's not as safe as it should be. From my point of view, I slept so long yesterday, so today we had pretty big plans. Sadly, because of the weather, it's impossible to achieve them, so I'm going to just chill. But even better news is that at night, like my night time, I'm going to be here streaming and playing some video games. So hopefully people will join me and we are going to have a lot of fun. I don't know which video games we're going to play. Most likely we will play something like Mario Kart. And I was actually thinking that I want to play some Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Oh my god, congratulations! Oh, that is awesome, 10k, wow! That is massive, very good, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, well done. Not down, well done. Good morning to you too, Fanny, how are you doing today? Welcome in, long time no seen, I guess. How is everything? I don't know what I did to my hand today, but I cannot bend it that way or that way because it hurts over here. And it's like, what the hell did I do with my hand? Because it started when I came home. It's the weird part. CTS. What is CTS? Is it some kind of disease, mental disorientation? Then yes, most likely I do have it. You know what? Right now I was smiling and I saw that this is so fucking deep right now. I'm getting old, you guys. Oh, carpal tunnel syndrome. I don't know if I have it. Come on, let me read about it at least, and then I'm going to tell you if I have it. Because I'm agreeing to I don't know what. Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I don't know if it's that. I mean, like, it happened just today, and like I said, normally I just like do everything and it doesn't usually hurt, and I work a lot with my hands, and it's not like I have arthritis or anything, but it's not swollen. I mean, it's thicker than this hand because of the Apple Watch, so we don't look at this defective hand, but it doesn't look like any much thicker than it should look. This little bone is always here. I always have it. I mean, like on both hands. You can just see it. But it hurts like over here, like this little thingy, like over here. And yeah, when I bend it like this, it's actually quite okay. But when I bend it here, it hurts here in this part. And maybe it is that. I'm not sure, but in general, moving my fingers like this is quite difficult. So I put my wristband and we'll see where it's going to take me. A little bit later, I'm going to put some kind of cream, or maybe I will do the cabbage thingy. So basically, I was talking to one of my colleagues and she told me that she has a problem with her feet. She has spikes in her feet. I'm not sure, it's like needles basically. So it's a very hard part of the skin that grows deeper in your foot, and then you have to cut it out. So I told her that in Ukraine we have a way of dealing with that, and we use potato. You need to grind the potato, and before going to bed you wash your feet, you put the potato on your foot, you put a plastic bag around it and a sock, and then you go and sleep. And I asked her, like, do you have any natural ways to fix your body? Because in Ukraine we have a lot of them. And she was like, yeah, we do. I don't know many of them, but I think it's because it's like we are just going to the doctors and to the pharmacies when something bothers us. And I look at her and like, do you think that in Ukraine we don't have pharmacies? And for me, it is very, very weird because in Belgium, the pharmacies and the stores are actually closed on Sunday. I mean, there is going to be one pharmacy that is Wacht pharmacy. So it's basically a pharmacy that is open, but it is going to be like 5 kilometers from your house. And they're open like every 5-10 kilometers, and they work 24 hours per day. So on Sunday, if you're feeling sick or if you really need your medicine, you have to go on a website, look which pharmacy is open, and only after that you can go there and get your medication. And I looked at her and like, you know what? If here you have like a pharmacy on a Wacht, in Ukraine all pharmacies work 24 hours per day. We do not close stores and shopping malls on Sundays. Everything works, you know. At least that's what we had before the war. And they told her that we have so many pharmacies that it's not even fun to be in the city, because it's like pharmacy here, pharmacy there. They're everywhere. And she was like, oh, really? I didn't think you had pharmacies that work. I'm like, come on, what the... Do people, I mean, I understand that not many people had a lot of knowledge about Ukraine, but like, what's going on over there? Am I the only one who is surprised by that? Anyway, we have a cabbage method. So basically cabbage removes the inflation, and if you sprain a wrist or a foot or whatever, you need to do certain preparations with the cabbage and then use it at night as well. Congratulations. Oh my god, I've been telling you an entire story about the Ukrainian pharmacies and the things that I was comparing Ukraine and Belgium. How could you miss it? Oh, I'm not talking to you anymore. It's okay. Congratulations. Congratulations on your win. And Fanny, I'm extremely happy that you are happy today, and I am, I'm proud of your match. Thank you very much. I like it too. More and the more fat I lose, the more I like it. And I even have a little bigger muscles on my arms. Like you can't actually see them, but they're over here a little bit. And the wings are getting smaller, and it's like you know. In the past few weeks, I did not do any sport at home. I was just doing bicycle. So I started noticing that my body feels tired after sleeping. Like I have stiff muscles, you know, and yeah, it's just like my back didn't feel right. My shoulders were in pain, stuff like that. So yesterday when I woke up, I went to the bathroom right before putting on my clothes. I did like 3 squats, a plank for a minute, and like a plank with the moving aside, with doing the climber plank and stuff like that. And it felt so much better. So I'm going to go back to my sport routine. It's just amazing the way a morning short exercise can change the way you feel for an entire day. I used to do stretching. I don't do it anymore. I think I'm still quite flexible. I can do the split, for example, but it is going to be a little bit tough on my muscles. So I'm going to feel like painful stretch in my legs. I think I can still do the bend back, you know, when you bend and you stand on your arms like that. But I'm not going to be able to stand up from it anymore because I'm going to just lose everything from my head and I will just fall down. And I should work on that because it helps with with the pressure, you know, like those blackouts. I had one a few days ago. I was sitting down in a squat. Oh, you asked me about stretching. Yes, I do stretch, and I stretch every day actually. I go into a deep squat with the foot entirely on the floor. So when you sit down, it basically opens the lower part of your back and it spreads this part in your leg. So your ass drops the entire way down and it pulls on all the nerves in your back. Then I'm going to stand up and do that yoga drop. That yoga drop with your back when you just stretch your back. I take on average from 3 to 5 deep breaths and inhale and exhale to make sure that I hear that clicking in my back. And I'm going to grab my ankles with my hands and I'm going to pull myself down a little bit to force this back stretch as well. From there, I'm just going to go back into that deep squat, but again, not on my tippy toes, no, the entire foot down. And only after that, I will stand up, stretch my sides a little bit, hug myself, and do the stretching of my arms behind the back. So the first one, I can't do it right now because of my arm, but you put your hands behind your back and you put them like this, between your shoulder blades. Then the next one is going to be from the top to the end and you grab them like this, and from both sides, of course. So that stretch I do every single day. I do it multiple times per day. Actually, it helps my back to feel more relaxed, and it helps my lower back not to feel pressure. Plus, if my legs are too tired, that deep squat helps to release the pressure as well. But if we are talking about sport routines, yeah, first of all, you can find them on my Patreon. Like always, they are a little bit old by now, but the principle will stay the same, unless you guys have any other suggestion for the sport routines. And yeah, honestly, Splike, I don't think that gaining weight is so bad, as long as you're still feeling comfortable in that weight. I was always worried about how I look. I mean, like fat wise, because everyone likes slim girls, everyone likes healthy looking people. But after having a child and after having a family, after having a man who loves me for who I am, I've realized that it doesn't matter how you look, it matters how you feel about yourself. And don't get it wrong, I'm not saying that weighing 200 kilos is healthy and you should do it because you do not care. There are still certain parts of the day where you have to be more, bring yourself back to earth and understand that a person should not be 10XL and say that it is healthy and it's normal, complain that yeah, I am not a handicapped, but I wanna drive my little seat over there. What's the problem with that? The problem is that you have 2 legs, you are able to walk, you should do that. I've seen a few videos on YouTube and it is pathetic, to be honest, that people end up saying stuff like that. It's just sick. Really, it is. I was very heavy. I don't know. My husband is saying that we came to the point of more than 110 kilos. I think that the heaviest I was 106. Was I heavier or not? I don't know. At this point, I weigh 86 kilos, so a lot of fat is gone. I can see my shoulder blades over there. I can feel my bones over here, and when I'm laying down on my side, oh my, I am slim as as a stick. Or at least I wanna believe it. Anyway, what I wanna say is that you can be overweight and you can still feel lighter. Absolutely right. Lighter. Hello, my love. How are you doing today? Good morning to you too. I hope you slept well. Yes, I do feel lighter when I drive my bicycle, for example. I do not feel the belly laying on my legs, and I feel like I tried to hold the core muscles tighter. So when I paddle, it's like I feel the muscles move, and the amount of fat is not as thick. I love you too. Love, love. Where else do I feel I definitely feel a difference when I wear my bra and it does not stick into my skin as much. I do feel the difference in my arms as well. I mean, like, I even see the difference in my arms and in my hands. My hands are looking slimmer. You can see the little knuckles and all, and I like the way it looks. I mean, like, but that is my personal opinion. Some people like when it's just flat and nice without anything. I prefer seeing little veins and little muscles and bones, I think it's nice. This part feels smaller as well, like how do I explain it? It's not that I feel it a lot, but I see it, and because I see it, it feels different as well. Then the difference between my legs when I'm paddling as well, when I'm cycling, my legs do not touch each other as often, so it is also much more comfortable in that regard. Yeah, and just in general, you feel different when you wake up. For example, I eat before going to sleep, but because I do so many movements during the day, I wake up kinda hungry. I don't eat for a long period of time during my work, so I do the feasting, or wait a second, how do you call it when you don't oh my, it's not feasting, it's the other thing. How do they call it? Oh my. Oh. I'm going to remember it. I'm going to look it up. I'm not going to remember it. I'm just going to look it up. Oh, my arm hurts so much. Come on, let me move my mouse a little bit closer so it is a little bit easier. 1 second. Ah. Oh my. And my camera is frozen now. Look at that. How did it happen? I know how it happened. It's that everything is frozen. Oh no, not everything. Okay. I don't know why, but for some reason my OBS does not really like my Sony camera anymore, or it does not like my Camlink thingy. So 1 second, guys. 1 second. Activate. Let's see if it's going to be not frozen anymore. Do I need to turn it off and turn it on maybe or something? Okay, come on, where are you? Oh, look at this. I hate when it happens. No. Так, so you can still hear me, which is very, very good. In the meantime, while I'm trying to fix that other camera, I'm going to use... I didn't know it's going to look like that. Так, and see, it just doesn't appear anymore. How horrible is that? What is going on? See, this is OBS. This is just bad managing. And as much as I like using this application, it's just ugh. Just ugh. It does not want to show not just me over there, but it just doesn't. Oh, hello, I am back. Oh my god, that's much better. Oi, I was so disappointed already. I thought I'm going to stop and just do absolutely nothing anymore. Anyway, I am back. So, Spike, we were talking. I guess you muted me and you are not here for now because of your next match, fight and everything. But I was talking about streaming today in the evening and doing some sport and something else, if I'm not mistaken. Remind me if I'm wrong. Oh, my hand hurts so much. Why does it hurt so much? Oh, I don't like the way it hurts. And the worst part is that I don't remember which hand I broke when I was a child. I think it was the right one, but maybe it was the left one. Mostly was the right one. I'm like 90% sure of it, but I'm still not sure of it. In my head, when I was 6 years old, I was driving and then I was pulling the bicycle and I was walking on the left side from the bicycle and my right hand was all twisted like that and I was just crying and pushing that bicycle with the broken arm. Yes, I think it was this hand, this arm. I do not remember. What else do I want to talk about? What else did I see or hear interesting? Yeah, I'm lately watching some videos on YouTube about no, I don't think I did. Really, I don't remember doing anything to my arm or to my hand. I mean, I was working today and everything was good, and then I was driving a bicycle and everything was also good, and then it started hurting when I arrived home. But no, I just picked up some dog poop with that little thinny winny, you know, that little plastic hand that you have. And that was it, really. I didn't do anything else. Did I, maybe some of the muscles or something clicked in there in the wrong way and now it hurts? I don't know, but it feels very uncomfortable. I mean, I can still use my arm, it's not that. Oh yes, I do a very repetitive movement at work, yes. That is something I do, and I have to use the strength in my fingers and in my hands, and sometimes I feel like toughness in my hands, but not pain in my wrist. That is really that is really weird. I don't spend a lot of time in front of the PC and in front of any appliance, to be honest. I even don't really, I mean, I still cook, but mostly it's my husband who is cooking now. So no, but I am going to start spending more and more time next to my PC. Like I said, today in the evening I'm going to schedule some posts, and we are going to stream a little bit and play some video games. Tomorrow we are going to do the same. Certain days I'm not going to come online because I'm going to most likely be busy with shopping and things or some kind of appointments. I'm going to sleep as much as possible as well, and some days, like yesterday for example, I was sleeping from 9 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock in the evening. I woke up once in between, but yeah, I was sleeping for very long because we had a plan today. And sadly the weather changed it. We wanted to go to the forest so I can do a little bit of gardening over there. I can work a little bit with the grass. I can cut and trim, and I just enjoy myself in that way. But it is raining. I'm not sure, it should stop raining around lunchtime, but is it a good idea to go there when it was raining? Maybe not. Maybe it's better to wait till tomorrow. I don't know yet, but I'm looking forward to that so much because I've missed gardening. I'm at that point where I am growing tomatoes and potatoes in the plastic bags. In Europe, we don't actually have it in Ukraine, but in Europe you have like those plastic massive bags, the reusable ones. I would show you one over here, but I don't have it. I mean, no, I don't have it. No, I don't have it. It's not a plastic bag. But basically, it's a massive bag that is made out of plastic, I would presume. And it doesn't leak or anything. And it's like, I don't know, 30 liters big. And yeah, it's like, it's a big bag. I don't know. Blimpy! Hello! How are you, Blimpy? Why don't you speak? Where is your mouth? But yes, because I don't have any garden, I have to do it in my bags. Oh, and I wanted to check something. I just remembered. I'm going to use my phone for that. Because I think... I am doing okay as well. Thank you very much for asking, and thank you very much for joining me today. Why do you guess if you're doing good or not? What's happening with you over there? Yeah, I'm looking for that page for a sec. Oh, it's here. So, where is that? There is one of the videos. I even remember her face, that woman that I was watching. And now, for some reason, I do not see it. Let's do the videos. No, let's do the playlist. I think it's this one. I mean, it should be in this folder. That was the... Oh! Is it this? No, I'm not sure anymore. Oh my, you are crying. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Anyway, tell me about your good stuff first. What is so amazing that it made you smile? What happened over there? See, I was hoping to actually find her and tell you. What is this? Come on, show me. No, how do you call it when you do not fasting? So it is fasting. Okay, so I was just right from the beginning. Anyway, when I wake up, I drink a cup of coffee always. That is kind of the first thing I do, but I don't drink black coffee. I drink coffee only with milk. Oh my god! Congratulations on the cast in the show. What's the show? Where I can look at it? Where I can check it out? And oh, our boy is going to be a rich bitch. Congratulations. I'm extremely happy for your brand new phone. Which one is that? And graduated top class with honors. Ooh, yay. Wow, that is awesome. So good. Yeah, it is awesome, really. I would keep my eyes wider, but I'm getting tired. And yeah, now tell me about all the bad stuff that made you cry while I'm still blabbering about my eating routine. Yeah, and which show? Definitely tell me which show, tell me, because there are not many good shows anymore. I hope you're going to have a good show that is not going to get cancelled or anything like that. The last show I think we started watching was the Cannibal, oh my god, Cannibal, with Hannibal Lecter, I think. And there is a show Dexter. Did you know that they made the second one as well? Oh my. Anyway, they made a new Dexter show and I like it. Okay, so you cannot reveal it. Fair enough. You will just send me the name when it's out and when it's popular enough. Samsung S25 Ultra. Why not iPhone? Shouldn't you get an iPhone? We would FaceTime with you and stuff. You'll be my girlfriend. You already have a skin routine better than I do. But no, congratulations. I actually like Samsung. I used to have Samsung and I think my first cool Samsung was Note 1 and it was extremely big and it was extremely beautiful and I had a little stick over there and I was like, oh yeah baby, oh yeah, I have a stick in my phone, and it would go back inside in the phone. And then the next one was S something, also a very cool phone, beautiful, just beautiful. Yes. I got my first iPhone in 2000 and I think 16 or something. And yeah, since then I am using iPhones only. But yeah, I love. If I would be able to get Samsung Note 1, I think I would be running around happily ever after, I would say. And the sad story about that phone is that when I got that phone, I used it for quite some time and it was a gift from my granddad. And I went to the store, I bought like an extremely expensive phone holder and it was the flip thingy, you know, like the cool thing. And then one day I was walking home talking to my best friend and the phone fell down and instead of closing up in the air, it just flew and it fell down on the ground and I broke the screen and I was so disappointed and shameful. It was shameful. So I came to my granddad and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I broke the phone, I didn't mean to, please forgive me, it's a very expensive gift. And I meant every word I said, I promise. I was so upset. I cried for days over that phone. So I could not do anything with that. It was just broken and I had to use a broken phone. And then like 2 weeks later, I started my college, and me, my grandma, and other kids from my family, we came to his house because he's living next to the beach, to drop off our bags, grab him, and basically go and walk at the beach. And I entered the house and he was like, hello. He's very emotionless, but I know that he loves me a lot, and he's my favorite granddad. I'm not going to joke around that part. He's my favorite granddad. I was growing up with him. He would always spoil me with Kinder eggs, and I used to have a massive collection with those little with those little figurines. And those figurines weren't like now that you have to put them together. No, those were actually a full little statues, and they had a massive bag with them. And I remember when I would be sick and we would stay at their place, and he would come home from work, see me laying on the couch, all miserable and all, and he would immediately just put his bag down, go outside to the store and bring me that Kinder Surprise or those Kinder sticks. And it was like, so you feel better. But you know, coming something like that from an emotional guy, it's the best. And yeah, so I come that other day to him and I'm like, hello, how are you doing today? And he was like, hi, here. And he throws a new Samsung S on the couch. It's like, because you broke the other one. And I almost peed myself. I mean, like, I felt something warm running down my knees, definitely. Because it was just extremely unexpected. Especially since, yeah, I just broke the phone that he got for me. And it was like, I didn't know what to say. It took me on average, I think it took me around 2 years to actually repair the Note. And I had a friend, he used to be a taxi driver, so he would just drive me around if I needed to. And at one point he was like, I'm sorry, I have to stop working for the next few weeks because my phone is broken and nobody can reach me anymore, so I don't know how to work at this stage. And I was like, you know what, here, I have another phone, I just fixed it. The screen is new, the dynamic works fine. Here, have it and use it for a little while you're waiting for your phone. There's no problem at all. And that friend disappeared after a few weeks and I couldn't find him anymore. So I went to our mutual friend and I was like, come on, I need that guy. What the hell? He has my phone. I gave it to him for a few weeks, but now he's gone entirely. Like, what's up? And then we meet up and I see that phone and that phone was broken, and I told him like, listen, I'm going to give you a few extra days to fix that fucking phone, but you're going to bring it to me because that was a present from my granddad. And sadly, since then, I never saw that guy anymore again at all. And he wouldn't even answer to drive me where I needed to go. You know, it's like I wouldn't care about the phone at the end. Just come on, a free taxi driver. What's up, you know? But yeah, it was sad and upsetting because of that phone. It had a very tragic life, sadly. I'm still ashamed for breaking it, really I am, because I cherished that phone a lot. But yeah, shit happens, I guess. It does. I even remember reading 50 Shades of Grey on that phone. Every morning when I was driving to my college, you know, you're sitting on the bus and you're reading it. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, in general, I think I stopped caring about phones too much when I got my first phone. And I did not have enough money to buy it immediately from the store, so I had to take it in like credit, you know. It's basically you pay a little bit when you buy it. I mean, like, you know, I liked the book, I hated the movie. It's just so, I don't know how to explain it, but every time when you read a book, you have that beautiful, interesting story, those emotions, those feelings, stuff like that. And I don't know what smooth means, by the way. It's like dirty stuff, everyone likes it, if that's what you're talking about. But what I'm trying to say is that I like reading different books. That is not the only book I've read. I've also read Twilight, if that's. But I am ashamed to admit that I've read Twilight. It was at the peak of popularity when I was still going to school, and that was a way to connect with my classmates, you know, and because I was not that popular, beautiful girl at school, I needed some connection with them. So I gave up my intelligence and a week of my life to try and be over there with them. Okay. Oh, there is not just one book. No, series of the books. Really. And as I was saying about books, I've read a few different books, and every time when you read a book, you have that beautiful, no, how do you say it? You have your fantasy over how they look, how they move, the shade of that red lipstick on her lips, or the shade of the roses he brought for her, or the color of the horse they are riding. You know, all those things, they're just created in your head for you. It's like right now, just a few days ago, I was standing at work and I was thinking that I would actually create a cartoonish version of everyone at my work, people who I interact with. And it was like, you know, but it is in my head. And I don't know if it's actually fun or not, but because that specific interaction that I have with that specific person helps me to have that specific picture in my mind. I've watched Twilight because it's like, come on, I'm a girl. I still like all that crazy stuff with love and with romance and vampires in girls' life and like wolves and werewolves, and it's just like magic and all. You know, I'm a girl. We like that shit. I even like it now. I'm like, it's not anymore werewolves. Yes, that's why when I sleep in summer, I open my windows and I wait for all the insects. Okay, so now I also like all that stuff. I just don't like vampires and werewolves anymore. I prefer zombies who eat your brains, you know. What is your problem with romance, Blimp? I mean, no, come on. One day you're going to outgrow yourself and you will find a girl that you're going to be in love, like entirely in love. You will even forget your own name over that romance. I like romance as well. I don't know anymore. You don't have that in your daily life when you are married, to be honest. I mean, for me, my romance with my husband, it's like, oh my god, my shit was so hard. It took me 5 minutes to poop that little piece of ass, you know? That is my romance with my husband. Or something like, oh, wait for it. Oh, ew. You know, stuff like this. That's what you call our romance. Or the maximum of it, it's like, I've left the last cookie for you. That is just something. Ooh. Hello, Aiki. How are you doing today? And thanks for asking. I'm doing fine, but I did something to my wrist. You don't know how to Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, you know, in the beginning, my first birthday, we're celebrating. He comes to me to Ukraine. Yeah, he rents a beautiful hotel, and when we enter, everything was covered in rose petals, and we had those snot thingies, the ones that cost extremely a lot, and it's like, what the hell is that? And a bottle of champagne. Now it's more like I went to the store, I brought him, I don't know, his favorite cookie, or I would buy a bouquet of roses for him. But normally it's more like, I think, no, my sushi is from Belgium. Blimpy, believe me, you will find romance in your life as well. Yes. Yeah, I hope so too. I don't know what happened. I think I just need some kind of rest for my wrist, and it is going to be okay. I just can't do too much of this, you know, like, yeah. Schnur went to sleep, actually, just so he's not here anymore. But he's not Deutsch, he's Belgium. That's different. Those are two different countries. Wake his ass up. But yeah, mijn man spreekt Nederlands. Ik ook. Oh, geen probleem. Geen probleem. No apologies necessary, it's okay. No, let him sleep. He's not feeling well today. So I just let him rest as much as he can. We agreed that we would go and drive our bicycles to the forest because the weather is not good. He told me that he would like to rest a little bit more, and maybe in the afternoon we will go. But for now, it's basically I am just trying to make sure that he sleeps enough. I love Belgium chocolate. You know, I've tried Swiss chocolate and Belgium chocolate, and I can definitely say that Belgium chocolate is so much better. I've tried Ukrainian chocolate that I was growing up with, and Belgium chocolate is better. I hate to admit to it, but yeah. You know, I think about the romance in marriage, I mean, like, you know, all those date nights and stuff like that. Honestly, I think I had it maybe like 3 times in my marriage, and we've been married for almost 7 years, 8 years. Wait, in 2027 we've got married. 2000, yeah, it's almost this year it is 8 years that we are married. So almost in 8 years, right? Am I calculating wrong or right? No, I'm calculating right. Right, it's 2025, 5 year, 3 there, 8 this year. So yes, almost 8 years. I do. I even remember the date. Anyway, we've been married for almost 8 years, And yeah, in the beginning, the romance was different. And yeah, I think it just evolves every time. Like with different competitions and the talks that we have, I think the romance right now for me is more of us talking about certain subjects. Like, what do you think love is? Or how do you consider this or that? And it's a way of listening to each other, not trying to win the not trying to win or force the opinion on another person, but to just share it in a way that we will understand. Not even an argument, but I argue with my husband every single day. I fight with him weekly. That's just normal. I mean, otherwise the life would be too boring. Like my mom is always saying, it's not a family if there is no fighting involved, or arguments involved, because then at that point your marriage is just that. So yeah, we have it. And every year we work through certain breaking points. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but why poor Schnur? You think you know what, you motherfuckers, man with balls and all, just coping against me? Screw you. I've been married with my husband for almost 8 years. I've been cooking for him for 7 years out of that time because he was working and he was making money. So my responsibility as a woman, cooking, cleaning, washing, sucking, talking, listening, and doing what he needs me to do. Right? Right. Every time when I would make something for him to eat, he would eat, and sometimes he would just push the plate away and tell me that I am done eating because this is not good anymore. And it's like, come on, I've tried to cook for you. I've been working in the kitchen for so long. What is going on with you? And he was like, I don't like the way it tastes. It's not good. So I had to perfect my recipes. I worked 4 years on our pasta bolognese. I worked around 2 or 3 months on my, how do you call it, apple pie, the American version. I've worked for a few years on my chicken pasta, paprika pasta, chicken cream paprika pasta. And now my husband is cooking almost daily and the food is not very tasty, but I don't do the same thing he did to me. I'm not complaining as much. So you guys, you've had enough internet for one day. You can go home now. Anyway, yeah, I think everything is evolving. I think everything is evolving just the way it should. Exactly. You cannot tell me what to do. Only my husband can tell me what to do. The only man on this earth who can tell me what to do is my husband. That is that. Yes. And I'm actually trying to listen to my husband. I'm trying to be one of those smart women, Smart women listen to their man. It helps a lot, by the way. And honestly, I'm going to admit to the fact that I consider my husband not just as my best friend, but also as a mentor. Yes. And a lot of times when, for example, we would have an argument or a fight, and as a stubborn woman I am, I do not want to admit to my fault. We're going to sit down after a massive fight and me screaming that I'm going to leave him and I'm collecting all my bags already, and that is it. I'm just tired of it, which I'm also ashamed every time I do that, but I do it. After all that bullshit that we are going through, once in a while, we sit down and we talk how we feel about the situation and how he sees the situation and how I see this situation. And I have to admit that my point of view is so flat, it's just flatter than a piece of paper. I'm not even joking. I do not understand how your brain, I mean man brain, can work in the way it works. Hey Sage, how are you doing today? Welcome in. I'm so happy you could come in here. I do want to forget certain moments, and we have those arguments when it's just not worth talking over. So it's like you say something and I don't think so either. Okay, it's time for me to go. I love you, bye. And then the next time we call each other and it's like, I love you, how are you doing today? What did you do while I was away? Or did you eat well? Did you sleep well? Did your poop was soft enough? It's just, it goes away. Sometimes it's not worth it, and it's normal. It's okay. But as long as you both can let it go. I had a problem in the beginning that I would not actually speak about the things that would bother me. Now I do it more and more. And sometimes when we have an argument, for example, and it still bothers me, and it's like sitting inside of me like little demon, and it's like I will tell him like, you know what, I can't let it go, please hear me out. I am going to ask for that permission because I understand that sometimes it's not worth it, but for me it really does, and he has the same thing. So yes, we do try to hear each other. From whatever. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I should maybe think about it, but I still think that I have so much more to learn about, and yeah, honestly, I'm extremely happy that I've met this man who can not just tell me that I'm wrong, but actually show me that I am wrong. And sadly, we live in a society where men are too afraid to say something like that to a woman because she has rights. It's all bullshit. I just know that the most important person in this world is my daughter, and it does not matter how angry I am with my husband or how difficult the situation is. I do not have the right to give up on us. I do not have the right to give up on her. And even if I am unhappy, I should be able to talk it out with my man instead of talking to my girlfriend, who today is going to tell me, yes, he is a bastard, and tomorrow she will either go and do her business with him because, no, come on, he wasn't good for you. Or in a week of time, when you are done arguing over that subject with your man, she will tell you, how can you let him treat you that way? He did this, that, and this last week only. They do not forget that stuff, but you as a couple do. So yeah, it's like, yeah. Quickly, I'm going to go back, read all the messages. I do call him my mentor. Yeah. Yes, it is true. Yes. And like I said just now, um I think, Blimpy, I think that overthinking sometimes is bad, really, and that's what women usually do. So try and just try sometimes to avoid it. It might help you in a way of feeling better about certain situations. On the other hand, it is good that you think over certain things, but some things just do not matter. I do call my husband a mentor because, first of all, I know that he's smarter than me. I'm not going to joke around that part. And it's not just because his IQ is higher or because he's a man. No, first of all, he's older than I am. Secondly, he is my first real relationship. So he's the first man I was living together with once, and that's it. Before that, it was just like, you know, dating. You go out with someone, you 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 go out with someone. Here I live with the person. I've learned how to live with the person. I consider him my family and nothing else. And yes, it is extremely difficult to actually overcome yourself and understand that he's not trying to hurt me, you know, because a lot of times we think about how we feel. Like, for example, I don't know which example I can bring, but for example, you're fighting over something, you know, and the only thing a woman, me, I have in my head, like, I did this and this and that and that. I know that you didn't do this. And it's like, why are you bugging me still with that? Can't you just shut up already? I know I'm so good. But then when my rage actually calms down, and it is extremely difficult for me to keep myself cool, but when it happens, and we sit down and he starts to explain step by step what he sees in this situation, even if I'm going to like explode in my head, I will still try sit down and I will try and understand what he's trying to say. In the meantime, I will be always sure that, on the other hand, after he's done talking, after we discuss his feelings, because he's not afraid of doing that as well, and a lot of men are, they are afraid of saying that you've hurt my feelings, it's not okay, you shouldn't do this or that or that, you cannot treat people this way, you know. Do you understand that it hurts us? Do you understand that it hurts her as our daughter? On the other hand, while we are having that conversation and he talks about his feelings, I am going to talk about my feelings. And the, how do you call it? The sad truth about all of that is, if you do not want to listen to the person's opinion over that situation, you will never understand their point of view and how you hurt them. You will never consider that you've done that, exactly that. So I am going to take one of the situations that we had recently. And we are over that already. We talked about it. We've made our peace with that. We've learned from our mistakes. My daughter, he has a lot of patience. Oh yes. Oh my God, yes. And I admire him for that. I think as a man, like, you know, that male vibe that you have. I think that it's like it's just, he's a true man because of his patience, because he doesn't give up on me, because he's not looking for a princess somewhere there. No, he takes a village girl and he makes a queen out of her. That's what it is. About reasonable thinking woman, honestly, if you can find the right knock for your woman's door, she is going to listen to you. Stupidity is not something you are born with. Stupidity is something you are gaining. The biggest good decision that we made in the beginning of our relationship, I moved away all my social accounts. I stopped going online. It was me, my husband, my close friends, and my family. That's all. In today, I do not discuss my relationship with my husband with anyone except for my grandma. That is the only person who will know how I dislike him for this and that and this and that, how I do not agree with this and that and this and that, how half an hour later I love him so very much, my panties are going to stick to the ceiling. And why I say that it is the only person, because I know that she wants the best for me. She is not going to be like one of those girlfriends that will hear a bad word about my husband and keep a grudge on him, because she understands that these are my decisions, this is my family. And honestly, I remember a saying in my life that you should listen to your elder ones. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, not spread all the information on social media and have zero privacy for me and my family. No, I do have it. Nobody knows how my husband looks. Apparently, nobody knows that he is Belgian and stuff like that. You know as much as I'm allowing you to know, basically. And right now, when I was streaming before that, I was going online every single day. I would stream every single day. And then I disappeared for, what was that, almost 2.5 years or 2 years, something like that. And everyone thought that I was that. I wasn't. The poop like me doesn't die. We float, we find our way around, but you know, we just compose the ground and make it better. But I had to stop streaming and going on social media because I had to focus on my relationship with my husband. The situation changed drastically. Everything had to be just put aside. Nothing matters but my family. And in our daily life, we do not have it anymore. Women and men go on social media way too often. We are looking for the attention from people when we don't need it. Even me, as horrible as it is, I like taking pictures of myself and posting them online, and I'm trying to make it profitable because it's good for my family. I get extra cash, I can buy products, I can buy food, I can pay the bills and stuff like that. But on the other hand, I get the attention that I shouldn't get. I am trying to do more videos like this now, like online videos where we can chat instead of answering to comments and messages. Because I think that that extra time that I spend on every person is going to reflect on my relationship with my family. And I wanna avoid it. You know? You want to talk to me on whichever subject you want to talk to me. I'm here for you when I'm live. We will discuss it. We will talk about it. We will, I don't know how to explain it. We will talk about it. But to actually sit in front of my PC and chatting with people, private messages and stuff, no. You wanna chat, like Blim, for example, he has Discord from my husband. He can send him a message at any point in time. They can talk, please. Do it. No problem there. With me, it is a little bit different. You wanna speak to me, I do it live over here. And that way it's... yeah, it's like... yeah, it's like here. Hey, Boogie, how are you doing today? Control over it. Yes, I think so. I think boundaries are good and we do not have them. You know, very often I'm going to see one of those shorts where a guy with the microphone on the street, how long have you been dating? Or is it your girlfriend? Or is it your boyfriend? Oh, give him your phone. Oh no, my battery died. Or you're chatting with somebody over there. What is that? Why is your ex on your phone? No, I just don't want it. We are very open with our phones. My husband can take my phone at whichever point in time. He has access to my location 24 hours a day. I don't have anything to hide from him in that regard because, come on, he's the partner I've chose for my life. Let it be like that. You know? So, yeah. But thinking... oh, I don't know. It's like... yeah. I'm happy I found this man. Oh, it's so sweet of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate when you're here too. We're talking about the deep and big, you know? So, join in. Okay, nice. I hope you're enjoying it a lot. Oh yes, of course we did. Of course, we always do. We always speak about stuff and we're always discussing stuff and yes, of course. I don't remember if I actually played Division. I think maybe I did. Let me check it out because I don't even remember the... oh yes, I did. I liked that game. Yes, this is one of the shooters that I actually liked. Yabuki, I do not look at my DMs. Yes, Splike, I think we played. Yes, I think we did. I did not play that game for very long, but yes, I did. We did. Thank you very much. I appreciate your compliment as well. And yes, I do get a lot of messages. That's why I'm trying to avoid them. So whoever wants to speak to me, yeah, a live conversation is available here as much as possible on different subjects and on the fact that women should listen to their man. Because a good man is not going to wish you anything bad. So, yeah. it is important to have a healthy conversation in your family. And yeah, once you bring a child into this world, there is no selfish, you hurt my feelings. No, there is, we're going to sit down. That reminds me a little story. I think I was around, I don't know, I would say 18 years old, and I found one of those motivational pictures where it was a video even. A reporter asks a man and a wife who were married for more than 60 years and who were living together for a very long time. And he was like, how did you actually manage your marriage? How did you make it work for so long? They both basically answered that we were born in the time when when it gets broken, you do not throw it away, but you fix it. And it was like breathtaking for me, you know? And I've looked on my grandma's life, and I never understood why she was with my granddad. We say Царство Небесное to people who died. He passed a few months ago, so I don't know how to say it in English, but Царство Небесное to my granddad. And I've never understood it before that quote, before those words. And it was like, it just clicked, you know? So yeah, since then I can scream that I'm going to just grab my shit and walk out. But I also know that deep inside of me, I would never do that, especially to my daughter, you know. I think that Division 2 is an awesome game, and it was not very difficult as a shooter game, at least for me. I was able to shoot, so it was nice. The culture is definitely there, but it is also the idea of men who are allowing women too much. I am sorry to say that. You do not have to agree with me if you're a woman, but we need breaks more than men. It's just that simple. Yes, and 40 decades ago, marriage was a little bit different. On the other hand, was it? I mean, like, really? You know? OnlyFans, it's not only about, you know, I understand when people want to have that extra special bond between them, like if a woman answers to a private message to a guy instead of a comment even, it's like it is extra attention. And as a man, as a hunter, you're going to do whatever it takes to achieve that woman. You're going to stay friends for decades with her, and eventually in the moment of at her lowest moment, you will get what you want. It's like my husband at one point told me, okay, so elaborate on what do you want me to elaborate? That women need more stuff than men? That, like breaks and all? I can answer to that. And okay, so divorce rates have been increasing a lot. Yes. Why? Because our economics and our politicians are saying to women that they can be just like men. They do not need a man, but they do. We are forgetting that every woman who is out there divorced or unhappy or miserable is most likely was growing in a single household without a dad. I am looking at the way my husband is raising my daughter, and I'm trying to not interfere because I never had it. My dad was not there when I was growing up. The other thing is that I was talking to my husband again. Everything I say over here, every decision that I've made, I've talked to my husband about everything. And we had at one point a conversation. When do you actually give up on a marriage? And in Ukraine, people drink. A lot of people have a problem with alcohol. Some have with drugs. In my situation, in my family, we have alcoholics. So I asked him, like, for example, your husband is an alcoholic. What do you do as a woman? Because at one point you are going to you are going to get tired of it, and you do not want to deal with that. So we started talking, and he was like, okay, so for example, he's an alcoholic, you didn't know about it, or you knew about it. He stopped drinking because he got married with you. Then 10 years later, he comes home drunk. And his excuse, it's like, it's one-time thing. I've just met a colleague, a friend who I didn't see many, many years ago. What do you do? Yeah, okay, I would close my eyes on it, really. One time in 10 years? Come on. Then a week later, he comes drunk again. What do you do? Yeah, at that point, come on, you are going to say, like, this is going to be repetitive. If it continues like that, you try and speak to him, right? That's just a normal way. You try and you find a way to communicate with your man. It doesn't work, he keeps drinking, okay, you send him to the therapy. He doesn't want to go to therapy on his own, you call to the police and you ask him to close your husband for 1 day in a cell to make sure that he can think over it. He screams that he wants a divorce, that he doesn't want to do anything with you and stuff like that. Okay, you call to your how do you call it, like village policeman. I don't know how to explain it. And you tell him, like, listen, I have a problem with my husband. You should be able to help me. Close him for 2 weeks because he needs to remove all the alcohol from his system, and that's it. Doesn't help, you keep fighting. You go to a judge and you tell the judge that I will divorce him, I will leave him if that's what he wants, after he does a therapy, has a talk with the psychiatrist, and we sit down and we talk when he has his clear mind, just like when we've met, when he thought that I'm important enough to be his wife. And once that doesn't work, fair enough, we don't have to fight anymore over saving our marriage. But you have to do everything possible to do that. And yes, it might hurt. Yes, it is difficult. Nobody said that the life is easy enough. Nobody. Life, it is difficult. Everyday challenge to wake up and stand up from your bed when you're feeling bad or unwell, it is a challenge. So accept the challenge, the one that you signed for. That's the most important part. You've signed for that challenge and just do it. Okay, next. Okay, so I've known my husband for 3 months. We started living together, and in the amount of in 8 months time we got married. We are together for 8 years. And I hope for many, many, many other more years. But again, maybe we just got lucky. And it was extremely difficult because when we started our relationship, my English was horrible. I did not understand half of the things that he would tell me. We had to use the translator the first few months of our relationship. I had to learn an entire language for him. And today, when I am able to express myself Our fights are getting smaller, our arguments are getting just as talks. And yes, you are working things out. And before 40 years ago, or 50 years ago, or 100 years ago, at least as far as I know, in Ukraine, a father would look for a man for his daughter. You know why? Because the daughter would always say that I am young, my father lived a life, and my father would never wish me bad. He will find a man that I will fall in love with, that I will spend the rest of my life with, because my father knows better what for me. And nowadays, our men, for some reason, treat their girls like little princesses, buying them makeup at 4 years old, putting them expensive shoes on their little feet, buying expensive luxury bags that they do not need, making sure that they live a comfortable life. But what is comfortable? Having a toilet in your house, or having a toilet outside of your house, or sitting on a golden toilet, eating everyday caviar, or just having a sandwich on your plate every morning. You know, it's that point of what is enough for a person to actually be comfortable. When a Japanese toilet, yes, exactly. I don't know what that is, but the cleanest toilet is actually the Turkish one, the hole in the ground. It was proven. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Blimpy, sleep well. Thank you so much for joining us today. I was extremely happy to see you. Hopefully in the evening when I stream at night, my night when I stream, you can join us for some gaming. But that's what I mean, you know, we're always trying to improve our life. And the funny thing is that men are trying to improve women's life. You know, you're trying so hard to invent new things, to make things better, and the only thing women do is demand more. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sleep well. I have watched a few videos online with the question, how much does your man need to earn? And it was like 6 figures, 500,000. Huh? I mean, like, come on. Do you shit gold? Then fair enough. You're just a piece of meat, the same as any other woman over there. You're no better, I'm sorry. No, come on. It is horrible to say it, but come on. And who made them that way? No, Spike, you know, I can understand if you blame a woman for being materialistic, but who the fuck made her that way? I'm not saying that you have to treat women poorly, but my husband had a salary of 6 figures in the beginning of our relationship until the last the last 2 years, 1 year, something like that. And right now he fell sick. And right now I am surviving for, I think, 23,000 a year. And we have meat on the table every day. We have electricity, we have water, we have heating in the house. Yes, I don't have a luxury bag from Louis Vuitton every week, and what? Who cares? I have a loving husband with a piece of cookie for 80 cents. I don't have a vacation on Bahamas. I have a pool in the garden. And thank you very much for it. Not even a pool. I have a water gun in the garden, because we do not have a garden in a driveway. And thank you for that. I don't have a caviar at home. I have zucchini caviar made from scratch. Because that's how I was raised. And if I have to grow my potatoes, I know how to do that because my granddad fucking taught me. If I need to have a garden with food, I will do it. If I have to provide for my family in that way, my man can go out there, my man can make money out there, but I'm going to do my best to do it at home. I don't have to go out just because I want a new bag. And he doesn't have to break his back because I want a new bag. But you are allowing... Yes, I can. I just told you I had the potatoes in the bag. Didn't you listen to me? Stop staring at my beautiful face and listen to what I say from this beautiful mouse. 1 second, my daughter wants to come in. Yes, sure, come over. I'll give you some homemade grown potatoes. Why not? I mean, like... Yes, she's like that. I mean... Even my daughter, she is spoiled. And hopefully we are going to get a garden where I will be able to have some chickens. Yes, exactly. Having a garden. My husband doesn't understand it. And I dislike that part about him. Really. I think that, like, for example, in Ukraine, people have their gardens with many fruit trees. And they have a lot of, like, tomatoes and cucumbers, potatoes, tomatoes, cucumbers, cabbage, zucchini, all kind of stuff. You know, and we make sure that we have a lot of it during summer. Then you take glass big jars and you conservate stuff. And we used to have different types of salad, like rice salad with paprika, onion, and carrot with some spices. You put it, you conservate it. I hope he will get soon much faster. It's been dragging on for way too long and the doctors cannot find what is going on with him. That is the worst part, is that not knowing. And we've went to many different doctors and we've tried different types of medicine, starting with antibiotics and finishing with those natural things, and it just does not help. And at this point I kind of feel hopeless because I cannot help him, but yeah, nobody can. So the only thing I can do is take responsibility of going to work, breaking my back over there, because it is extremely difficult for a woman to find a good high-paying job when her language is not good enough. And I've studied, I have my diploma, I have my degree, and I can just shove it up my ass. That's basically it. The only thing I can is work now at something small and grow a career. That's what I realized. But yes, I did spend a lot of time studying, and I do it all my life. I know how to do massages, I know how to fix nails, I know how to sell stocks and stuff, and yeah, you know, it was there. So oh, you guys, look, you found each other. I'm so happy for you. awesome. But yes, people should stay at women, especially women, should stay at home, grow their tasty stuff, conservate. So about the conservation, and in Ukraine it's normal to do that, to conservate your food. Basically, you grow free food in your garden, you conservate it for free, you eat it the entire winter. That is the idea. You have fruit, you have vegetables, you have salads, you have whatever you need. And my husband's answer was, yeah, we have stores for the conservation. We have stores for fruit and vegetables. But if every family would do that in their own garden instead of going to the store, the economics is going to be not as developed, for example, but not as expensive. We wouldn't need two people working in the household. Only one person could work. Only one person could do stuff like that. It's like, no, come on. But no, we have housemates who are raising our kids, and women are just doing absolutely nothing. It's not right. Come on. It's just not right. I know how to fish, I know how to kill a bird, I know how to empty a bird, I know how to prepare it. I can do it with whichever animal I need to do it, because I was taught how to do it. Many people are not. Yes, you've lost me, I'm sorry, I'm still going. Yeah, I'm still going. I will go for long if I can. Like I said, I like talking. That's the thing that I do. Come on. So it's like the voice of the future. The unstoppable. Better than what's that other one? She has a TV program and stuff. Everyone listens to her. And they think that she is very, very smart, and that's whatever she's saying is the way it should be. I don't remember her name. She's not important enough, but that's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me here today. You are going to see me later at night, my night, maybe even your night, not sure. But as I said, we're going to play, we're going to talk, we're just going to have some fun. I will see you next time. Thank you very much. It was extremely cool, extremely nice. I've loved our conversation today. And it's like women over here, man over there. You know, kindish. It's not like I'm trying to do the transformation. But yeah. Bye bye to you all.